guys, I'm Tanya and welcome to my channel, The Donkey Business. Today I am here to talk about a Malayalam film which released I think on the 25th on OTT and released in theaters in 2021 and is doing massively amazing down south. I'm reading a bit about how people are loving the film. In fact, I know about this film because y'all recommended it to me in my previous video. So thank you so much for recommending it to me. The movie is about this man who works in Canada and he's kind of depressed and is lonely and is not like happy. So he comes to India to celebrate his 30th birthday with his friends, and he tells his friends that I'm celebrating at your house and let's drink and all. They're not very happy with it and he's done a surprise for them as well. But then they go with the flow because obviously it's a friend who's come all the way from Canada. You want to stand up for your friend. So they celebrate his birthday. Now there is one house here and then there's one house here. So they're literally like, there are two houses, they're neighbors. Now this person is celebrating his birthday. Simultaneously, there's a death in this. So this is the dynamic and the main plot of the film, but the film has so many layers. It has so many emotions. It has so many genres. Honestly, like, the film is not a family drama. It sounds like a family drama, but it is not. It has some really good comic timings and scenes. It has an ensemble cast. There are a lot of actors in this movie, a lot of actors that you have seen working in the Malayalam industry out there and have performed wonderfully. Things with this ensemble cast is that, there is at least this one or two actors that shines among all the people. But I personally really liked every actor's performance in the film. I don't have any complaints. There are actors who I saw for the first time as well, but they were so comfortable on screen, and I think that goes to the other actors as well, because there are people in the frame all the time, so only comfort can make the other actor comfortable as well. That's what I felt. Talking about its runtime, the runtime of the film is 2.5 hours. The only problem or a little issue that I had with the film was that it took an hour to settle. The first hour of the film, it's not like it's nonsense or dragged or not needed. It's not like, I'm not saying it in that way, but it took the film an hour or 1 hour 5 to 10 minutes to settle in the real story, and the last 1.5 hour or 2 hours is when the real movie begins, is what I felt. Like, I just felt that, okay, fine, this is happening now, tell me what's gonna happen again. Because in Malayalam cinema, I have seen this a lot of times, that the first 1 hour is generally for you to be a part of the story and get like acquainted to what is happening, and then the next half is just like the film. And this is also in the same lines. There is a lot of humor in the movie. Now, when I am talking about the story, obviously, like, there is death here, there is birth here. So there are different reasons to be happy and sad, but there is happiness, sadness, there's anger, there's rage, there's some amount of thrill in the film. It's dark comedy also. Actually, a lot of dark comedy. Some jokes are really, like, it hurts you. Especially if you've, like, lost someone really close in your family. You can relate to this film. Also, what I like about the movie is that, with movies like this, because there are so many characters, there are so many personalities, that you definitely know someone like that in your family or friend circle, and you know that, hey, you know what, this happens, this is how people are. There are some people who do not know how to react to things that are happening in your family. Like, there's a dialogue in the movie, I remember, when the person who died, his brother, comes on the terrace of the birthday terrace, and he's like, I just lost my brother. And the other person says, oh, nice. Like, it's funny at that time, you smirk, but there are times when other person does not realize how to react to a death situation, especially when you're in a celebration mode. The director is a debutante director. Like I said, he's also the writer of the film, and he has fairly done well in maintaining the cast, in giving importance to everybody. His writing is good. Editing was nice. I feel that with scenes and comic timing of so many actors playing on screen, I think it is a little difficult to edit and get the comic timing right, because if the comic timing goes a little bit also wrong, it creates a lag. But editing was fairly good. They have not used BGM that much. Like, two things about Malayalam cinema is amazing camera work always, and really good BGM. But they have actually used like minimum BGM because I think they wanted to maintain the silence. They wanted to maintain reality throughout the film, and I think it totally worked, because I think if they would have used BGM, it would not work, because there's already a lot of drama happening among people. There is already a lot of dialogues, already a lot of celebration, or like crying and all. I don't think BGM would have worked, and I think that was a very good decision by the crew of the film. Camera work is totally okay. I mean, there is no like hi-fi camera work, or there's no like really bad camera work. It's totally fine. I don't have any complaint against the camera. Technically, the film was great. Like, Malayalam cinema never ever disappoints me when it comes to technicalities. I think it always does great. Now, what I want to talk about the story is that the story was interesting. I really liked it. But there were times in the movie where I was losing my interest but gaining my interest. Three good things for me in the film was definitely the characters. I think the characters were really well written. I think he has spent time on every character. There was not even one character which I felt was incomplete, because there was like negativity in the film, there was happiness in the film, there was sadness in the film, there was rage, there was enmity, there was friendship, there was police. So there was a lot happening in the film, and I think he has managed to create really good characters. I think he has managed to set a good energy of the film. There was not one point where I was like, this is too much or this is too sad. I think the way he was cutting between sad parts and then going to the happy parts, it just maintained a balanced energy in the film, which I quite liked. And the third thing that I liked about the movie was the comic timing, and some jokes were actually not jokes. This is one thing I actually wanted to talk to you guys about, that most of the jokes were not like in the face jokes, you know. They were just like a one word reply to a heavy sentence, which just makes you smirk and makes your mood lighter right after seeing someone's death. I think that was a little fun thing to play with, and I think he was really good in that as well. Apart from that, what I want to recommend you guys from this movie is that watch this movie for emotions. Watch this movie to see what is the reality of a few people when somebody dies, because you know, like, you have always heard this from your parents or grandparents, that friends who are with you when you're happy are fine, but people who stand up for you, and the way people react when you're sad or when you lose someone is the reality of people. And this film does show that somewhere. Like, even in this, you see a lot of people's reaction after somebody died, and you're like, hey, that person is in my family too. Oh shit, that happens. So it is quite relatable, you know. The scenes are quite relatable, actors, characters are quite relatable, and I like that about the movie. On the whole, I do recommend this movie to y'all. It is a good watch, a good family watch also. Not one of my favorites Malayalam films. I have seen really good Malayalam films. Not any, it's different, and you will learn a lot through this film, but the amount of comments I got saying watch it, watch it, watch it, I'm a little disappointed, because I felt it was overhyped. So let me know what you think about the movie in the comments below. Let me know which movie is releasing and what I should be talking about next. Thank you so much for supporting me, commenting on my video, watching, subscribing. It feels great to have a conversation with people from cinema, and trust me, even if I'm not replying, because I'm still replying to my previous videos, I read every comment, and people talking positive and negative. Thank you so much for still commenting, because at least I know that there is someone out there listening to me. I am not 100% right person or a critique, or maybe I should assist a reviewer before opening a channel. You guys have said that, but I'm also learning over here. Malayalam cinema, I'm new to it. I'm more into world cinema. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. And let me know what movie I should watch again. Let me know what movie I should watch and talk about on my channel. Come, let's discuss cinema, and I will see you very, very soon.